The Imagination Station is an educational and creative studio that uses inspiration from children's creative dramatics experiences and artistic endeavors to explore literary works and become lifelong learners. For us, creative education is a vehicle for deeper understanding, comprehension, and experience. As inspired by Viola Spolin, we want our students to have fresh moments of experience and to go beyond what they already know. As the philosopher Elliot Eisner declares, education is a process of learning how to become the architect of our own education. It is a process that does not terminate until we do. We are constantly building our education and our knowledge. I aspire to instill the idea that we are a vehicle of our own success in my students. Our focus is on the process of understanding, of creating, and most importantly, the process of appreciating the aesthetic experience and knowledge that extend to create an even larger communal and educational experience. With the help of the literary work, The Ballad of the White Seal Maid by Jane Yolen, musical additions by Louis Collins, and artistic endeavors that we will use through our creative dramatics activities and further into an artistic exploration. Students will expand their knowledge of their emotions, their bodies, and their environments, as well as get to know the characters and the environment within Jane Yolen's poem. They will enlighten themselves and others in a way that they could not have before. The interests that they have can be built upon. The creative arts do not just have to be a hobby, it can be the key to their future. As John Dewey suggests, give the pupil something to do, not something to learn, and the doing is of such a nature as to demand thinking or the intentional noting of connection. Learning naturally results. As you will see in this 3-week workshop, we will build and scaffold the learning into more complex activities, enjoying the process along the way.
Inspired by Module 1, Resource 2, The Biography of Winifred Ward, my 3-week workshop is not focused on the memorization of set speeches and acting parts in the way the teacher directs. Instead, the children develop creative movement out of their own thoughts, imaginations, and emotions. Each week has a central theme. Week 1 focuses on the literary work Ballad of the White Seal Maid by Jane Yolen. This poem is read each week, but the theme of creating understanding and creative explorations differs. This first week, we will dissect the characters of Jane Yolen's poem. We will participate in movement journeys inspired by Module 3, Resource 8, Truth About Me activities found in Module 12, Resource 4, collective character, Circle of Life, and building an environment activities inspired by Module 5-6, Resource 4. In week 2, the creative dramatics activities will open up for an artistic exploration. This week, we will use our imaginations to visualize the elements and characters of Jane Yolen's poem. We participate in activities like narration and mime, inspired by Module 5-6, Resource 4, sculptor clay exercises found in Module 12, Resource 5, painting the box, which is a DBI activity found on childdrama.com, and finally, a creative exploration developed from the sculptor clay activity. Week 3 ties it all together. Here we combine movement and understanding in a session leading up to the final performance. Students know that the outcome of their journey or performance is up to them. This week, we participate in the following creative dramatics activities, such as the photocopying activity found in Module 5-6, Resource 4, the hot seating activity inspired by Module 12, Resource 6, joining in, which is referenced in Module 5-6, Resource 4, and finally concluding with a whole class machine game led by the singer Louis Collins as he sings the Ballad of the White Seal Maid by Jane Yolen, and the students express themselves creatively and show their understanding to their parents and guardians. First and foremost, I believe that my central theme is movement, and how, as mentioned in Module 3, Resource 2, movement is language to express yourself, your knowledge, your perspective. Through movement, I encourage the continuing connection and analysis between people, characters, ideas, which was inspired by Module 12, Resource 4. With the inclusion of artistic endeavors, I similarly to Module 1, Resource 7, strive to encourage young children to engage within art making, providing a great opportunity for personal and communal growth, exploration, expression, and discussion. The main takeaway is the limitless potential, the art of possibility, as mentioned in Module 2, Resource 2. When trying to create a plan for someone else, imagining that you might not be there to explain it, it is necessary to get very detailed. The process of creating three-hour lesson plans this way was a creative adventure in itself. I found myself inspired to not only explore the ancient Celtic tales, but to also think of all the possible ways to engage a child, promote curiosity, and practice the ideas of scaffolding mentioned in Module 12, Resource 6. I hope you enjoy my program, which lists the creative dramatics activities that I mentioned, and that you enjoyed my video. I wish I could share my lesson plans with you, but they were very long and very detailed. So this was just a little bit of a synopsis. So I hope you enjoy.